Ace of Flakes and Obi, game 1 on Battlefield. I have to say, this is my favorite Puff costume. Shout out to Ace of Flakes for the blue bow.
I have to say the same too. I love blue bow Puff, and that's not good. Not a good start for Ace of Flakes.
Yeah, so what happened there is when you get a drill with Fox against a Jigglypuff on the edge, most Foxes will drill, grab, and then get the up throw up air. I think Obi recognized that perhaps he was too far off the stage. The Ace of Flakes could tech backwards, could DI backwards so that the up air wasn't possible to get. Ace of Flakes recognized this and thought that Obi had grabbed down through him, so he was trying to tech, and that resulted in him sliding off the stage from the shine. I think that's how that interaction worked. And all that happened in like 1 second. So, and 2 stocks are gone since.
Really, it's a fast, crazy game.
Yeah. As a commentator, it's hard to pick what couple things you want to talk about.
So much is happening all the time.
Well, this tech chase. Oh, it was incredible.
And that's gonna be a stock. That's
Yeah, wow. I think you get Pound, right? Is Pound the thing? I'm not a Puff main myself. I think I've seen Pound in that spot.
I've seen Hungry Box do it before.
Yeah, they might be able to get out.
Yeah.
Ace of Flakes definitely knows his stuff, so I don't doubt him that can work. It must be a tight timing, though.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the reason Hungry Box pounds or will do the up air at the beginning is because Fox does not necessarily die from rest at 0 or 10%. So you need to build up a little bit from comboing first before you go for that kill move. This does look kind of frustrating for Ace of Flakes. Obi proficient with the double lasers, the fadeaway double lasers, and then he puts out an up smash every now and then, and you're prone to run into it.
That gets Puff super duper early.
Yeah, and I mean that up smash is not safe. I don't think it's the best way. It's not the safest way to play the matchup. But if you have a lead and you're doing so much damage to him, it's a pretty good one.
Yeah, if you have a really good read on their movement too.
Yeah. Oh, he just goes in with the up air.
That up air?
I guess Ace of Flakes was getting just a little lazy, just drifting straight in. Whether he was going to jump or not didn't really matter because Obi up airs right into him.
Yeah, I don't think he saw it coming either.
No, definitely not.
So fast.
Yeah, and he got really deep in there, so there wasn't much of a chance for Ace of Flakes to smash the eye.
Yeah.
All right, Ace of Flakes putting up the wall.
Oh, I thought we were going to see a crap right there.
Me too. I think he was looking for some sort of defensive option from Obi to get out of there, or perhaps a shine, and he was going to try to do something after the fact. Oh, no, I bet you he wanted the wave dash forward grab. He's hit by the get-up attack when he's trying to shark an up air from underneath the platform. Ace of Flakes is a Puff that I admire for the way he controls space. He uses like very long, slow drifts, like almost like a really big dash dance from Lamar.
Ooh. Just throw it out there.
Yeah, I mean, Obi's just throwing out up smashes. I guess Ace of Flakes is like, I'll just throw out one of those forward smashes.
I was about to say, like, this is the part like where like some Foxes might get like really antsy to end it, so they'll start throwing out up smashes and stuff, and then they could get like super punished for it.
It's really easy not to be able. It's really easy to get tricked by the amount of jumps that Jigglypuff has. She has so many. 5 aerial jumps, 6 total. I guess Obi was keeping track and knew that he could just grab the edge from after the 5th one. And since Jigglypuff, if you're super new to Melee, you might notice her up B does not help her recover. She just sings, so they have to use that air dodge, and they don't get much off of it.
Oh, he messes up the DI even on the rest, too, so he's not going to get a punish.
I think he thought he might be able to live because it's Fountain or something.
Maybe.
I mean, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. Oh.
As a general rule of thumb, you'll never live over 40 like on any stage. But I usually start DIing down at like 25 to 30 on a stage like this. All right, that was kind of just destruction.
Yeah.
The wall of pain. You know what you traditionally will see lots of Dreamland counter picks from Puffs, especially in a best of 5 format like this. Ace of Flakes uses Fountain in a very interesting way. He uses the platforms as sort of like barriers. He works around them very well. Watch where he's placing his aerials and the way he's drifting back and forth. He sort of makes it so that Fox is going to have to move around sort of like in a funky way around the platforms in order to get a hit. It's kind of interesting. See how he sort of jumps back there, and then like Fox can't really get a nair because he would land on the platform. Or a drill, I guess. Oh, if he puts out the forward air, that's death.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. At least he didn't get Sakurai comboed.
Yeah, that
he missed that edge guard twice.
kills.
Ended up killing him off the side. Looked like a top kill. Yeah, Obi's right back in it now. I mean, Puff's a death Fox is a death percent 0 at this matchup, but Puff's a death percent at like 50, so it's not much better. And a lot of the spacey, floaty matchups, and I'm sure you can attest to this, the character with the lead can really abuse the lead. A character like Fox, has the lasers, and as a floaty main yourself, you know that you can sort of play defensively, gets an up smash, and he's going to be up a stock. You can play kind of defensively and end up trading, make sure that you don't die, but they get more and more damage, even though you're a stock up, and you just end up staying in the lead the whole time. It's kind of a funny pound. Do you think that in the Jigglypuff matchup, that's as true as it is in, say, like Peach or Luigi or something, where whoever has the lead can really abuse it?
Yeah, I would say so, because like it definitely goes both ways. Like Peach is so good at trading, and like usually she benefits off of it.
Right. Do you think it's the same for Puff?
Yeah, and then like if the Fox has
that's not him. He's dead. Yep.
Wow.
Puts you in special fall after you fall off.
But if the Fox gets the lead in like one of those types of matchups, he can also just like run away and like laser and stuff, rack up percent, and then so it definitely goes both ways in those matchups.
I think maybe because Puff dies so much earlier than a lot of the other floaties, trading isn't always the best thing with her. But if you have like a stock lead, very often it's a good idea.
Yeah.
And there come those lasers. There's the pound. Oh no, he misses the rest. That should kill already. Yeah. So if you're to you aspiring Fox players, once again, if you look at like a graph of the knockback of Fox's up smash, it's really strong at the beginning, and it gets gradually stronger and stronger, and then there's a super high spike right at the end. So if you have to choose between getting in like 2 extra lasers and charging all the way, always choose charge all the way. It like adds 5% and tons of knockback. Ace of Flakes looks like he's playing a little bit more passively than he did the last game. You think that might hurt him a little bit against someone like Obi?
Well, now he kind of has to approach because now he's at a whole stock. So I think I just think now he's in a position where it's like he can't afford to play passively or he's just gonna lose.
Yeah. Well, he was playing, he had some success, and I'm not saying he's been playing defensively this whole time, which is something that Puff excels at. But he's been playing a very active defense. On that last stock, he sort of stayed all the way across the stage and let Obi come to him, which isn't a bad idea, but you need to sort of force their hand and at least make it look like you're going to go in. Make it look like you're pushing for space.
Because if you're Obi right now, you're like, oh, I have the lead, so I can just, I can shoot lasers, I can play super safe, and I definitely don't have to overextend.
Yeah.
If I'm Obi right now.
And what you really want is to get Puff to in the mid 50s, where up throw up air is almost ready to kill.
I feel like right now it could kill.
Yeah, with bad DI it could kill now.
Yeah.
The forward air should finish it off. Yep, good edge guard this time from Ace of Flakes. Had some trouble last time. His edge guards are looking better now. It could make a difference. I like the edge cancel of the drill there. It's kind of cute. That way Fox can't run underneath. I guess he's scouting that Obi probably wants to up smash.
Yeah. Because he definitely up smashed that instance where he did ledge cancel that down air.
Yeah, Obi seems to be a proponent of the up smash in neutral at this particular spot when Jigglypuff is facing towards him so that he can't get back air. Back air from the center of the stage. His lasers are building up percent again. And Obi's playing this really well. Puts out the up tilt knowing that he can trade, and it's a lot of trouble. Okay, I thought he might go off the stage and try to get a strong edge guard. No, he's still got him on the ropes. He's a little bit too high to punish the lift up smash.
Yeah, Obi's kind of throwing out up smashes, but he's doing them in very it's like he knows well, if he throws them out, it's not gonna get punished.
Yeah.
Or right there, kind of.
It was on shield. The spot that he's been trying to throw them out is when Ace of Flake is a little bit higher, facing Puff, and the only thing that he can trade with it is forward air, which is fine for Fox. You're just gonna take 10 damage and shift it a little bit, but Puff might die.
Yeah.
It seems like a pretty intelligent decision.
I think another thing is too, like when he's doing it, like Ace of Flakes is actually kind of like retreating away too a little bit.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
He doesn't have to. He's not going to be fast enough to like real quick turn around or like change his momentum and then back arm or whatever.
Yeah, because as much aerial drift as Puff has, just like any character in the game, before you can start going the other direction, you have to cancel your momentum in the direction you are already going.
Yeah.
So if he's retreating, it's much harder for him to gain that steam to go forwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it. Good showing from Obi. It's sort of a different take on the matchup than what I'm used to seeing. I see a lot of full hop back airs try to beat the short hop back airs of Puff normally. He's willing to throw out some more committal moves in less committal places.
Yeah.
Oh, now I know. Maybe I can mix that into my own play. And if you're, I guess not just Fox, if you're playing any character against Puff and you notice they're drifting away from you, your choices are take space or put a move there to really control the space that's right in front of you. Obi seems like in that matchup, unless he's in the corner, he really favors putting out that move to threaten his opponent. So maybe you guys should think about doing the same, at least sometimes.
Yeah, I know, like, when I see a Puff that's, like, kind of, like, retreating and then throwing out backers, I'll just, like, I'm like, well, as a Peach main, like, I have nothing I can really do about that, so what I'll do is I'll just, like, get my distance, pull a turnip, and then try and, like, control where they're going to go with the turnip so that I can, like, counterattack,
Counterattack after the fact.
Yeah.
So often, like, I guess, like, the main lesson that even, like, Obi, even though he was throwing out committal moves, he was still respecting back air because, honestly, you can't really beat it. There's like Falco can kind of trade with it, which is good if they're at high percent, you're at low percent. Marth can do some things to kind of beat it, but he doesn't really flat out beat it either. So you kind of respect it and then try to pick up what they're going to do either on landing or takeoff, and then you punish them there.
Yeah.
Or maybe like the backer is going to come and they're